Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news, update, and information with a video on the 2025 Ford Escape. We are working our way through our complete guide videos where we're going over the build and price and how you can get what's standard and what's optional for the different trim levels on the Escape. Recently did a video on what's changed and different from 24 to 25. Check that video out. I'll have it as a recommended video at the end of this video. But in this video, we're going to cover the ST Line Elite. So we've covered the active ST Line Select, and now the ST Line Elite, which is the third in the ST Line trim levels. And Elite is the top level. This is the one where I like to say it's compared to the Platinum in the sense of all the equipment from the Platinum, but a different look than the Platinum. And that's what the ST Line Elite is about. So it's actually you're getting some things that are standard equipment on the Elite that were optional in the ST Line Select on this trim level. So we're going to go through this. Hopefully you guys do like these videos. We're also going to give you some tips at the end on ordering tips with your local dealer, because you can place orders right now. The order banks are open up for 25 model year Ford Escape. They'll start scheduling here in about a month for those production dates, probably starting in let's see, September, maybe October for those. So we can get one of those and be one of the first ones to get there. So we're gonna this is gonna be a very long video, so use the timestamps down below to move around in this video. I will tell you ahead of time. Normally on the other ones I told you the safety features were all the same so far. This is one where the safety features, you get more safety features that are standard equipment because the Copilot 360 Assist 2.0 is standard equipment on the Elite. So there will be some more safety features. So if you haven't watched those others, you may not want to skip on the safety features. But let's go through and check those out. Again, timestamps down below. If you like videos like this, you probably like to subscribe to our channel. So hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video when we post those. Again, we're your source for Ford news, update, and information. All right, let's dive in. We are going to use Ford's build and price. And like I said in the other videos, Tim, I could go through this myself. What's the purpose of this video? Not only going to go through build and price, but we're going to tell you some things that maybe the website will not tell you. We're definitely going to cover every standard equipment in this video, unlike what you can see in the details on Ford's build and price. And we're going to give you some tips when ordering of some things to stay away from as well in this video. So let's get started here. Now, Ford.com, you go to vehicles. We're going to go to cars and SUVs, or SUVs and cars, and click on the Escape. And you're going to see in here that it says the Ford Escape 2024. But if you scroll down, this is what the price was starting in 24, $29,495. Go to 25 model year right there by clicking on that, and you'll see it's lower this year. Well, they have decontented a few things on those lower trim levels, but not so much on the Elite. And what you're going to see too is even the Elite has gone down a little bit in the ST line. So we're going to click on this build and price, this blue button over here on the right, and click build our own here. And if you're one, here's the trim levels. We've done a video on the active ST Line Select. We are going to do a little bit differently than Ford. I'm going to skip over Platinum. We're going to stay with the ST Line, even though ST Line is a little more expensive than the Platinum. That's why they list it that way, is by price. We're going to cover the ST Line instead, which is about $1,000 more than the Platinum. And so we're gonna do it that way. Platinum is available on either EcoBoost or hybrid, and I believe EcoBoost is with your standard equipment at $36,540. So we're gonna first go over what do you get, what's standard at $36,540 for the ST Line Elite on the Ford Escape for 25 model year. Now, if you click this view details, you can go in here and learn a little bit some of the main. Kind of the main upgrades going from the ST Line. So you'll see all the ST Line Select features plus these. It's actually a lot more than that because I had the page. It's a lot more than just that equipment right there. Go down here and you can get some other features. It shows you exterior features, and there's a lot more than that we're going to cover. So that's why our videos are going to be a little more thorough than going through this, because they're not listing everything that's standard on this. So let's go up here and start our build. It's thinking. There we go. Right in here, we're going to start with powertrains first. We're going to cover the mechanical features and kind of use this image here so you can kind of see some of those mechanical features. The engine, as you can see on the right side, standard on this for the Elite is the 2.0 EcoBoost engine with the auto start-stop technology paired with the 8-speed automatic transmission. Now, auto start-stop means when you come up to stoplight, stop sign, press the brake, it could shut the engine off. let go of the brake, turns it back on. Now you can deactivate that for each engine cycle if you'd like to. Turn the steering wheel a little bit and it'll do that as well. You don't have to let go of the brake completely. You can just a little bit and it'll turn it back on as well. It's going to come standard in all-wheel drive for these. So standard all-wheel drive. It comes with the selectable drive modes. They don't list all the drive modes, but I know there's a normal, an eco. There's also probably going to be a sport mode. There'll be a slippery mode, which helps you. And the different modes will help changing the how the vehicle feels and shifts and everything else like that. Some of them even deactivates the traction control. So use those drive modes to help you in those different driving situations. You have a front and rear stabilizer bar to help with the stability of the vehicle and the drive of the vehicle. Electric parking brake includes an auto hold. So that electric parking brake is going to be on the console. Auto hold, that's going to hold the brake when you come to complete stop. So come to complete stop. If you have the auto hold engaged, then you put your foot off the brake and it's going to hold that brake. Press the gas, it's going to go. Electronic traction control as well to help you out in any kind of situations where it's slick and such. We have variable assist rack and pinion steering as well as electric power assist steering. So that's going to be power assisted. So that's going to make it a little bit easier turning and the slower speeds, that kind of thing. Also, you get the transmission oil cooler as well. All right, I'm going to kick back over here. Let's talk about some of the safety features. And if you've watched the others, there are a few things that are now included in the Elite as safety that I like to include as safety that are part of that Copilot 360 Assist 2.0. And so we're going to cover those because those are standard on the Elite. So we'll cover a few more safety features here. Let's get started. For the airbags, we do have the driver and front passenger dual stage airbag that deploys a different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. You also have a driver knee airbag that deploys from that steering column for that front collision. Front seat mounted side impact airbags for the driver and front passenger that deploys from the side of the seat. If you have that collision coming in from the side, intersection, something like that, where people run the light, it's going to help protect the vehicle. Safety canopy side curtain airbag with a rollover sensor. So if the vehicle is going to roll over, it's going to deploy the airbag that covers the roof as well as coming down the side from breaking glass, sheet metal, and such coming in and hurting you. We do also have advanced track with roll stability control that'll help keep you on your intended path. It has curve control to help with this. Use a series of brakes on the vehicle to keep you on your intended path if you go into that curve maybe a little too fast, or maybe it's slick out, right? You don't have it in the slippery mode. It can kind of help with that as well. We also do have torque vectoring control. It is front wheel drive biased, even though it is all wheel drive. Because of that, because of the torque and such, in case you decide to just hammer it down, it can help keep you going instead of kind of veering left or right. We do also have pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking, includes pedestrian detection, forward collision warning, and dynamic brake support. So those all work together. So if maybe you're going along and you're not paying attention, talk to the person beside you, something like that. Person in front of you decides to just stop or slam on their brakes, or maybe they're turning and didn't put on their turn signal. The system knows whether or not you might hit them, alerts you, series of lights on the dash. It's a light, nice and red, blinking, and then also a series of tones that you cannot miss that you need to brake. Preloads the brakes, so when you do finally realize that and go over to the brake, it's preloaded so that you brake a lot faster. Also, post-collision braking, so if you do get in that accident, it's going to honk the horns, Sorry, I was looking at another word. Post-collision braking is going to brake that vehicle. Maybe you forget to put it in drive, park, something like that. I'll get my words right. Trust me. I'll get it together here. Post-collision braking will brake the vehicle, so that way that you don't go and wander off and have a more severe accident. SOS, post-crash alert system. That's going to honk the horns, flash the lights if you're in an accident off the side of the road. We do also have evasive steering assist that can be activated or deactivated. If you don't like this, you can deactivate it in your settings in the driver assist features. But if you cannot stop in time to brake from the pre-collision assist and such, and to avoid that vehicle, you want to turn around them, there's nobody in the lane beside you, you can do that. That's going to help assist in the steering around them. Intersection assist. That's if you're coming around, turning into the intersection and making a left turn. If there's cars coming and you didn't see them, maybe there's two lanes and one's in their blind spot and you couldn't see it, the system will brake the vehicle so you don't end up having an accident in the intersection. We also get lane keeping system, includes a lane keeping alert, also the assist, and the driver alert. Driver alert's going to alert you if you're taking your hands off the steering wheel too often and letting you know that. The lane keeping system, you have the aid or the alert. So the alert system is going to allow you to leave your lane. It'll cross over that line, but when you do, it's going to vibrate the steering wheel and let you know you've crossed over the line. The assist will try to keep you in that lane. Now, this isn't going to be autonomous driving by any means. So sometimes those lines are faded, that kind of thing, and it may not work. So again, this is just to help assist and have a little bit better situation in most situations. Also, road departure warning. This is fairly new in the last couple of years. If you're going to go off of the side of the road, it's going to alert you and help with that before you veer off the side there. Probably work similar to the lane keeping system. We do have the security lock, passive, and a theft system. So only the coded key can unlock or get in and start the vehicle. And then we have perimeter alarm. That means when you lock that vehicle up, there's nobody inside, walk away, it's going to set a perimeter alarm. So if somebody tries, breaking the glass or maybe even take your wheels, it has inclination sensors as well as intrusion sensors. It'll honk the horns, flash the lights, and scare the people off. So there you go. That's all the safety features. Quite a few right there on that. So let's get into some of the exterior features, and we'll go back over and use this paint image here, this image from the front. We're going to go with a different color because I do like, this is a new color for this year, Space White. And that way it's more impactful of what this looks like. So this is going to be different look than the Select. Very upgraded look. So your grille is going to be a black mesh upper grille with also a mesh lower. So it's going to upgrade this. Instead of having the bars on the lower part of that, it's now going to upgrade that. So you're going to have that. The normal Ford emblem we've seen in many years, it is not getting the update from the grille that, or the emblems that we've seen on some of the other models. So we'll have that traditional grille. Active grille shutters as well that'll open and close when it needs to allow for airflow in. Configurable daytime running lights as well, so you can set that in your lighting section. Also, we do have for your headlights, a lot of features to talk about here. Auto headlights, which means they'll come on automatically when it gets dark, shut off when it gets light. When you first turn the vehicle on, it'll always turn the auto headlights on. Courtesy delay for your headlights, as well as you do have LED reflector headlights. So they're going to kind of point towards it, so that way they can bounce out. Actually, that may be a projector. Those lights look like a projector headlights. So I'll have to double check. In here, my notes are LED reflector carried over, no upgrades to the headlights from the Select. We do have coast-to-coast LED light bar, though. This is upgraded. So instead of this being a chrome piece here, it is actually LED light. So LED signature lighting up there, across on the grille, and coming across. So that looks pretty cool. Also, wiper-activated headlights means when you have your wipers on, the headlights will come on. Automatic high beams as well. So they'll come on when it's really dark outside. The high beams will come on. If somebody approaches you in the city lights, it'll turn them off. Again, that is a feature you can activate and deactivate in your lighting section of your vehicle settings screen. LED fog lights as well. So this will have LED fog lights just like in the Select trim. And then the front bumpers, you'll notice, are painted. They say painted in here. Looks like they're body colored. So body colored front bumpers right through here instead of the molded in black. This is showing silver down here. Not seeing any notes in the order guide for that down there. So I believe it might be black, but until we get some in, we won't know for sure there. All right, moving to the side, we're going to use this image over here. So the wheels on this is an upgrade. So it is the optional wheel for the Select is your standard wheel for the Elite, and that is the 19-inch machine-faced ebony painted alloy wheel with the 225/55 R19 99H all-season tires that go along with that. Tire pressure monitoring system, as well as you do have four-wheel disc brakes with ABS as well. ST line badging on the fender, just like with the other ST lines. We also do have for your mirrors, power and heat feature for the mirror glass, manual fold mirrors, and body colored mirror caps. So you're going to see in this case, it is that space white body colored mirror caps there. You will also have the blind spot information system with cross traffic alert, which means if there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of that mirror and let you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. If you're backing up, someone's going to cross your path behind you. It's going to alert you as well and let you know you need to not back up. If you're not paying attention to that, it does have rear cross traffic braking as well that will brake the vehicle in case you're not paying attention. The door handles are going to be body colored as well. Right there, we also do have intelligent access with push button start. So that with that key fob in your pocket, just walk up, put your hands in the door handle of the front door, so it'll automatically unlock the vehicle. Also has push button start, so when you get in, you don't have to get the key out to start it either. We also do have 2 coded keys, as we mentioned before. Keyless entry, you can lock it. Also remote start it with that because it will come with remote start as well. So you remote start it with the key fob. The rocker panels, you'll notice they are different than the ST lines in the Select. So body color down here on the rocker molding. So that's a little bit different look there. And the body side cladding, it's saying in here, body side cladding is black, and that would be this section right here. But on the image, it is showing body colored. So we'll just have to see if the images here are right or if the order guide's right. One of them's wrong. So I like to say the order guide's going to probably be right, but again, until we see them, don't know for sure. Rear bumpers are going to be body colored too. I'll get to the back here. Just don't want to get ahead of myself. Privacy glass in these back windows and back glass. Also, it does have the black beltline molding and the outer window molding. Side rails up here on the top, roof rack side rails are going to be black. Standard equipment as well there. And then let's see, got off my notes here. Does have easy fuel capless filler door. So just press that door, it'll open, kind of retracts and kicks open so that you can go ahead and put the nozzle in there. No cap to worry about lean behind, getting your hands dirty, anything like that. Just fill it up when you're done. Just close that door on the outside and you're good to go. So there you go. I think I've covered everything there. Make sure my notes. So moving to the back, body colored rear spoiler on the back, center high mounted stoplight up there. We do have an antenna, shark fin antenna, as I like to call it, on the roof up there. Rear defrost, rear wiper, and a washer for the rear glass back here. We also do have, make sure I stay with my notes here. We do have the rear view camera, which is a enhanced digital rear view camera for you. Also reverse sensing system. There's little things right there in the bumper. Reverse sensing says you're backing up. You're going to be able to see behind you, and you're going to get alert if you get too close to anything. The bumpers are a painted upper bumper, black on the lower part down here, dual exhaust, a unique skid plate back here for these for all your ST lines, and chrome tip exhaust back there. Power liftgate is standard equipment on the Elite trim level. And inside, rear cargo area light. And also, instead of a spare tire for this year, you're going to get a tire inflator and sealant kit for the EcoBoost motor. So we'll talk about the hybrid when we get to the powertrain options in just a little bit. All right, move inside. Use these images here, right there. So it looks a lot like the ST Line Select, and it is just like the ST Line Select in a sense that you're going to have the Sport Dark headliner up here and black environment inside. You also get illuminated entry system with a courtesy lamp delay and interior unique interior accents. So you will get some upgrades to the doors inserts as well as the console or the instrument panel, I should say, that's across here. So those will be upgraded for the Elite trim. So better quality materials there, or accents, I should say. Floor mats, carpeted front and rear with the red stitching on those floor mats. And for your seats, sport contoured bucket seat, same seat as we do get in the Select trim. So partial vinyl with cloth inserts and red stitching on the seats, bucket seats on the front, console here with a padded with armrest there with the stitching on those as well. Seats 5, 2 in the front, 3 in the back, 60-40 split bench seat back here. We do have those seats can slide forward and back. Armrest that also folds down. The backrest folds down separate as well if you need to do that. So there you go. And then for your head restraints, two-way up and down for the front ones. The back ones, the middle one is fixed, and the front ones also go up and down as well that way. Not to forget the front seats. Let's talk about the power seat features. You get a 10-way power driver seat that's forward and back, up and down, tilt for the front of the seat, as well as power lumbar and power recline. Passenger seat is a 6-way power seat, forward and back, up and down, and power recline. All right. Also, driver and front passenger get heated seat as well, and the driver will get memory for the seat as well as for those exterior mirrors. I think I covered everything there. All right. Also, PowerPoint in the back of the console for those in the rear. I think 2 USB-A ports back there. Also, you get the latch system, lower anchors and tethers for children, so you can harness those front or rear-facing car seats down securely into those outbound seats. And then if you have a front-facing car seat, there's a latch on the back side of those seats. Now, moving one more image here, we do have power windows. Here it does have the one-touch up and down feature for the front and rear windows. So that means that you can just hard press it down, let go, and they're going to roll themselves down. Coming up, pull it until you feel that click, and they'll come up. And that's for all 4 of the windows. For the door locks, it is going to have power locks and power unlock. Also includes the auto lock and auto unlock. So when you start going a certain speed, it'll automatically lock the doors. When you get to where you need to, put it in park, shut the vehicle off, open that door, it's going to automatically unlock them. Also, child safety rear locks. So those back doors you'll be able to lock those out for those kids that have that ability to be able to do that when you don't want them to, right? Steering wheel is a flat bottom steering wheel. It is a heated steering wheel. Real nice, has a red stitching, so it does have kind of the leather wrap steering wheel. And we do have manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel, so just pull the lever underneath. It'll go up and down, forward and back, get it just right for you. Now, let's talk about cruise control for a second. This does have adaptive cruise control. Again, it has a Copilot 360 Assist 2.0, so adaptive cruise. With that, it's different than last year. Last year was called intelligent adaptive cruise. This year, it's called adaptive cruise. The intelligent part of that is the speed sign recognition. That is not on the order guide showing in here for this year. That is gone. We do have does have stop and go though. So basically, adaptive cruise. If you're coming along behind somebody, it'll slow you down to go their speed until you can fastly pass them. Then it's going to resume. Also brings you to complete stop. That's what the stop and go is about. Hit the resume when they take off, and you'll pick that back up again. Lane centering assist keeps you in the center of your lane instead of a little different than lane keeping system. So that'll help keep you in that center of that lane. And then we do have predictive speed assist. So what's great about that is if you're going in that curve and you've got that adaptive cruise, you don't have to hit your brake. It's going to predictively slow you down to handle that curve. All right, now let's talk about the productivity screen, which is what you see through the steering wheel. That is a 12.3 digital screen, which was part of that tech package 2 and the select standard equipment on this. So you do have the eco mode, the ice blue lighting, the message center, compass, outside temperature, trip control, trip computer, all that stuff that you can utilize through there. Now, for your climate, we do have a dual zone climate control, electronic automatic temperature control for the driver and front passenger. Have 2 different temperatures. You're going to see this looks a little different than what was standard on the Select because this does come with a big 3.2-inch LCD screen. Your climate controls are going to be at the bottom of that. Some of them will be here. So I have a video on how this works. If you want to watch it, you can on this. We do have AM/FM stereo, 6-speaker audio sound system with the Sirius XM with a 360L. Also comes with the Sync 4 system, the enhanced voice recognition system. So you can say, OK, forward or OK, forward pass, and it'll listen and do it kind of like Alexa or your Google phone does, which is really nice to have there. You do have the cloud connected, the wireless connection, so you can do Android Auto, Apple CarPlay wirelessly. Also, over-the-air updates. You also get the digital owner's manual and 911 assist as well, and connected navigation for 1 year service for free. After 1 year, you won't have to pay for that. I think it's about $80 a year upgrade for that. Okay, let's get into this 360 and talk about this overhead console. So we do have an overhead console with a sunglass bin. Your lights are right here for these lights. Interior lights, so there's an on, off. You toggle left and right, or in the middle is your doors. The mirror is an auto dimming rear view mirror. So you don't have to no lever to worry about, flipping or anything. It's just I'm not going to dim those that mirror for cars when come up behind you with those bright lights. We do have visors in here that are sliding. Also, they have illuminated vanity mirrors on the back side of those. And up here, you can't see it, but we do have universal garage door opener for 3 different transmitters. If you want to program different things there, you can do that. And then down in the media hub area, that's this area here, there's a wireless charging pad down there for you, as well as 2 USB ports at Type A and Type C to plug your devices in. Rotary dial shifter knob, your parking brake, and auto hold are here. The drive mode switch is right between that, the parking brakes and your console. And for storage, we do have storage in this console, club box, and the media hub area where that wireless charging pad is located. And we also have the Ford Pass Connect. So it's an app you download, connect your vehicle in, and you can remote start your vehicle from anywhere. You can unlock and lock your vehicle from anywhere, schedule remote start times, locate your vehicle, see the tire pressure, fuel you have, all those things, when service needs to be done. That's a free app. It is free. They have not put any limitations on that. It's a free app you download and you can use and do all those features. All right. So that's all that. We've talked about all the standard features, except we haven't gotten to the colors yet. So let's get into the colors here and go through those. So exterior colors, we have agate black. I assume that's how you say it, or gate. Anyway, I don't know. I say both. And then we do have the rapid red tinted clear coat. Since it is a clear coat, it is $4.95 extra. We also have Star White. That is a tri-coat. So 3 coats of paint that different to give it a nice effect. It's $9.95 because of that. We do have the new color for this year we've been using so far, and that's a space white or a space silver. And I'm supposed to be showing you images of these. Sorry, black, rapid red. There's your Star White in person. It's just beautiful. There's your space white, space silver, I should say. And we're not sure exactly what this looks like. This is a new color for this year. It's a different color code. Looks like it's a gray with some blue tint to it. We'll just have to find out. Carbonized gray doesn't cost any extra for that color. And then we also have Vapor Blue is back this year. That is also really beautiful on the Escape too. Now, talk about interior colors. We do have the same interior colors as the Select. So it's going to be a black environment, black seats, red stitching. That's what you have to choose from there. We'll talk about some upgrades. There is a package that gets you some upgrades if you want to upgrade your seats that we'll talk about in just a little bit. But before we get into that, let's talk about your powertrain options. Standard all-wheel drive on this. For this trim level, the 2.0 liter EcoBoost engine, that is what we would call, like down here actually shows you, is a 501A equipment group. So when you're ordering this, if you want the EcoBoost motor, you want to make sure you tell the dealer, I want that 501A equipment group, which is get you the EcoBoost. Now the 500A, that is your hybrid. So last year that hybrid was actually cheaper than the EcoBoost, and that's why there's a 500. And then usually you start with 500A and then go to 501. But now that cost has shifted. That hybrid motor is now more expensive to build. Well, that's what they tell us anyway. Or it's in more demand is what I think it is. But you can get the hybrid motor, the 2.5 Atkins cycle hybrid engine. Comes with the eCVT transmission as well. So let's actually go down here to this 301A, 500A. Some other things are included when you go to this this engine. You also get the electric fuel door. It's showing you this. You already get that standard equipment. I don't know why it puts that on there. You already get the 12.3 digital screen. You already get the 10-way heated. I don't know why these are on here. Anyway, you also get the Atkins style engine. You do get the neutral tow capabilities. You also get the engine electronic fuel door release. And you get the pedestrian alert sounder as well. And then when you go to the hybrid, you get a mini spare. It's standard equipment on the hybrid. So we're going to actually select this. I want to show you how much that costs. So, all right. So it's going to ask us, there you go. It's $1,570 more. $345 of that is the cost of the spare tire. So if you want to look at it that way, it's about $1,200 for the hybrid motor itself. So there you go. So that's the differences on the powertrain. So let's get into the different packages now. There are a couple packages here. One of them is the tow package, and one's the premium technology package. So the premium technology package is $1,910 for that package. Just click on this eye. We'll learn a little bit more about that. And you're going to get these features here. And I'm going to run through on my sheet and make sure we get it all covered. Front parking sensors. You have the rear sensors. Now you're going to have front sensors as well. So pulling into those parking spaces kind of helps to know that, hey, you've gotten close, but not too far. Reverse brake assist. So as you're backing up, you have the sensors that are going to go off. But if you disregard those, it will brake the vehicle to make sure you don't run over any kind of like bikes or even kids or anything like that. If you're backing out of driveways, parking lots, that kind of stuff. 360-degree cameras. You're going to be able to see completely around you in a split view on your screen there. We also do have the B&O audio sound system by Bang & Olufsen, 10 speakers, so upgraded from 6 to 10, including a subwoofer. Also get HD radio as well. You also get the heads-up display. I don't know if it shows you that in this image. It doesn't show it to you, but heads-up display puts like your speed, different things, different information on the glass itself. So when you're looking out over the dash, you're going to be able to see that heads-up display in there. Also, you get upgraded from those cloth and vinyl seats to an Active X trim seats with a quilted design and mini perforations. So that is a pretty nice looking seat there. Same as last year right there. So, all right, covered all that. Next package I want to talk about is your Class 2 trailer tow package. It's $495. Doesn't tell you what's included. You do get a hitch, of course, and you're going to get the wiring so that you can pull that trailer. So it's all-wheel drive, so you're going to be having that traction and good to go there. And that is available, not available on the regular ST line or the active trim. So there you go. So trailer tow package. So those are our two packages there. Now we're going to get into the standalone options here. And there is an optional wheel. So we have this standard 19-inch wheel, and then we also do have this other wheel. Let's click on that. It is only $195 to go to that wheel. It is also a 19-inch wheel, ebony painted aluminum wheel. So really gives it a nice. It really looks really good with the sport appearance package, or with the ST line package, I should say. But you have that one there, and it'll come with the same tire as you had before, the 225/55 R19. As you can see, 99H all season tire right there. So we're going to go back to that. For right now, there you go. And then moving down, we do have, now we're going to go over some features that are going to be standard, that are optional for you. Some are done at the factory, and some are dealer installed options. And a lot of times on those dealer installed options, I say leave off as many as you can. The more you put on there, the likely it is to hold off your build from being scheduled. Panoramic Vista roof with the power sunshade here. That one there is not available. It's $15.95 and is available on either of you two trim levels or equipment groups, but it is not available with the crossbars. So if you want to get the roof rack crossbars, you cannot get that with this. So keep that in mind. Splash guards. Splash guards go on the back here. They're $240. That is a dealer installed option. That is something that I'd probably, if I were you, I'd probably just stay away from. Get it from the dealer, have the dealership install it. Dealership's going to install it anyway. And so that's a great way to help get yours built faster, is to have that done at the dealership. It's available through Ford Accessories website. The roof rack crossbars, or roof rail crossbars that are black, $405 for that. As I mentioned earlier, not available with your Panoramic Vista roof. And that is also a dealer installed option that they'll put on it at the factory and is available on any of your trim levels there. All right. Moving down, we do have the front license plate bracket. It's actually showing it in here. I think I missed it in the last video. So in states that require front license plate bracket, it is standard equipment. But in states that don't require front license plate bracket, like Kansas, it's optional equipment. It's a no-charge option. That's why there's not a price there. But you want to make sure you let the dealership know that, so they put it on your vehicle and don't charge you for that. And by the way, all the dealer installed options are supposed to be installed by the dealer with no extra additional fee other than the price that's on here. So that's sometimes why some people elect to want to add a dealer installed option, is because then they don't have to pay for the install, right? So, but there are a couple of these that aren't an install, so it can help you by not putting those on there. But there you go. Mini spare, that is $345 for that, and the mini spare is, of course, available on either one of the two equipment groups there. Whether it be actually, it's not. Sorry, it is available. This is optional for your EcoBoost motors. The mini spare is standard on your hybrid. So there you go. You want to do that. So sorry, I got to look at my notes here. Engine block heater. That is also a factory installed option you want to put on. $190 for that. It's going to put a plug in the front underneath, I think underneath the bumper, so that you can go ahead and plug that into the house, keep it warm, so that you can charge, so it can start up nice and easy in the wintertime in those cold weather states, right? The security code illuminated door entry keypad is $455. That is a dealer installed option and does require the premium technology package. So make sure you include that if you want that. I think that's wrong. I don't think that Ford should do that, because you can get this, the entry pad, the keypad, on about any other model without having to get a premium package. But it is what it is. All right. The wheel locking exposed lug nuts is also a dealer installed option that the dealership would put on them. They remove one of the lug nuts and put this one on. Make sure the dealer does do this. If you do get this from the factory, I would get it through Ford Accessories and do it yourself. But there you go. Moving down to interior options, we have the cargo mat. That is a Ford accessory option, but it will be sent with your vehicle from the factory. So the factory will put it in your vehicle and it'll be shipped with it. And for that reason, it should not hold up your build if you want to add this option to your build. The next two are dealer installed options, the roadside assistance kit and the first aid kit. Um, get those through Ford Accessories and just get it later. The more of these you add on to your build, the more likely it is to not get scheduled. So there you go. Those don't cost too much. Easy access cargo shade. It's $135. That is also Ford accessory option that is put in the vehicle from at the factory and shipped with the vehicle, and the dealership would install it. It goes on the back window to help kind of shade it, and kind of helped also get the privacy glass, but also helps with being able to see into the vehicle of what you have back there. The floor liners, you can add the all-weather mats front and rear. They will still include the carpeted mats because those are a special mat, $200 for that. And that is also an option that it's a Ford accessory option, but will be put in your vehicle at the factory. So should not hold up your build. Cargo organizer, that is another Ford accessory thing that you can get through their website, $155 for that. And that is also a dealer installed option. So if you do order it, they'll ship it to the dealership and then dealership will put it in your vehicle. And then I think lastly, I think we have one left. We have the center console in vehicle safe by Console Vault, $410. That is also another dealer installed option from Ford Accessories. But it is one of those that because of the complexity of it, sometimes that might be one of the few things if you really, really want it is to put it on your build and have the dealership put it. As long as you keep the dealer installed options to a very minimum, then it shouldn't hold up your build from production. So those three things are the Ford accessories that they put in at the factory. Those won't cause it to hold up. A console vault could if they don't have enough they get those from console vaults. So if they don't have any in stock when they go to schedule yours for production, or console vault says, no, we're going to be out next month and not have them, then it could hold yours from getting selected for production because they won't select it for production unless they know they can make it. So there you go. So there's that. All right, and that covers all of the options, all the standard equipment, different packages in this video. Use the timestamps to move back and forth on this content. But I did promise you some ordering tips. Now, these are the same tips as I use in my other videos. If you watch them, thanks for watching the video. But if you haven't, this is the only one you're watching, and this is what you want. Here are some tips. Make sure when you go into your dealer, make sure you ask these questions so that you're not blindsided when that vehicle comes in. After waiting 2-3 months for it to be built. Find out what they're going to price the vehicle. When you go to order it, you'll be able to see the MSRP from the factory. Ask them what they're going to price the vehicle. Are they going to price it above MSRP, at MSRP, below MSRP? Try to get that in writing of what they're going to price it. And also find out what kind of other fees are going to be added to the vehicle when it comes in. What is their dealer fee? Like we're very transparent about ours. We have a dealer fee. It is $495, and that is our dealer fee. And then find out what else, other things that they might add to your vehicle that are required. There are some dealers, even though it shouldn't be required, there are some dealers that will do that, and they'll tell you that all of our vehicles are required to have this, and this protection package on the vehicle, and that's just the way we do things. And that'll be cost on top of your MSRP or on top of your price. So get that stuff in writing and find that out and negotiate that in if you need to, or find a different dealer. If they're not unwilling to do that and they're using that as a way to make profit because that is an aftermarket add-on option, then and they're just trying to find ways to make more money on you, then find a different dealer. Right? That's those questions you want to find out before you order, because you don't want to be blindsided when that vehicle comes in and then all of a sudden you have this fee and that fee that you didn't know about. They didn't tell you, right? So those are some of the tips I have. Also, price protection and incentive lock. So what does that mean? If you order the vehicle today, we've already talked about the prices. Those are the prices that the vehicle is right now when you order it. So you need to make sure you get an order sheet. They'll probably have you sign one. Get a copy of that. So when that vehicle and Ford will see that. As long as the person that ordered the vehicle buys the vehicle, Ford will reimburse the dealer back that any difference of a price increase after they ordered the vehicle. So let's say the price goes up a month after you order the vehicle, right? Some dealers will go ahead and try to charge you that up charge, even though they're going to reimburse back the money later, about 45 to 60 days later from Ford. make sure they're not going to do that to you. So make sure they know that as well, because if they don't know how that works, then you might get blindsided again and have to pay this extra cost when they shouldn't be. Also, incentive lock. So you get basically when they order the vehicle, whatever those incentives were, those get locked in. You can take those incentives or the incentives they are when the vehicle came in or come in, whichever is better. And that's on the Smart Vincent. They can select either one of those. So make sure that your dealership knows those things. Good local dealerships out there, just some helpful tips to kind of help you out, make it a little bit easier when you go to order that vehicle. And those are all things that we do here at Law McArthur. Well, we don't do, right? We don't mark up the vehicle. We don't add on those fake fees and everything. We have a $4.95 dealer fee. And here's a YouTube special for you. Two specials, actually. One is if you let when you call the dealership, if you want to order with us, let them know you saw this video and you get invoice pricing on an ordered vehicle. So if you want to order one, invoice pricing for you. Also, $4.95 dealer fee. We add nothing else other than that on the build. Also, as part of an incentive for you for our YouTube, a special, I should say, is that if you're planning to finance the vehicle, you finance at standard rates, we'll pay the first $1,000 of your shipping cost or travel expenses. So we can have this shipped right to your door, and we'll pay for the first $1,000 of that. If you want to come pick it up, then travel expenses, your flight, your hotel, and your gas. Those are the three things that will reimburse you back up to $1,000 if you want to come pick it up instead. So those are a couple offers. Make sure you have those if you want to call. Again, find your great local dealerships. But for those that want to work with us, there's just some of the things that we do, and be aware of that too. So if you need any help, I've got a lot of videos on price protection. Just Google price protection, Law McArthur Ford, and you'll find it on YouTube, and you'll see that. And I've talked a lot about it in past videos. Okay, I'm done, folks. Thank you very much for watching. We're not done yet, though. We do have the Platinum trim and the plug-in hybrid to cover after this. So make sure you're subscribed, have that bell notification turned on, smash that like button, and until the next video, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, and we'll see you in that next video.